Hey guys, Hazards280 here. Just doing a quick unboxing video of these Canvasback liners that I purchased for our 2018 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. We had purchased these because the liner that we had in our Grand Cherokee prior to this did okay, but it was a universal fit, and it didn't quite cover everything like I liked, and I lost some access to some D-rings and things around the vehicle that I wanted to have access to. So I read some items on the Toyota 4Runner forums and found that Canvasback is just a great vendor. So now you're going to pay a little bit more for these because they are custom fit for your vehicle, but the quality is bar none, and the customer support when I called in to order these was phenomenal. So the stitching on these seats, for example, are red, and I wanted to try to tie that in somewhere with the vehicle, and you can see right there it's red. So I wanted to tie that in a bit, but not be gaudy, you know. And the guy I talked to on the phone said, you know, they've had a few guys with the 4Runners that wanted that, and they put it on the perimeter of the stitching, but not on the interior bits. And he said it's just enough to be an accent, but doesn't go above and beyond and kind of get too gaudy. So I like that. It was shipping from Minnesota to where I live in Michigan. And they had it was a 3-day shipping. Got here in 2 days. It had about a week lead time, unfortunately, but everything is made to order. So let's take a look. So I did open this up prior. This is all as far as I got before I decided to make a video for this. I assume quite a few of you guys might be wanting these and trying to see what they look like, because it is quite an investment. So another actual price that I paid for this, I'm not really certain, to be honest, but I will add that in the description of the video so I can tell you. I did purchase the liner for this, the back of the seats, the footwells here, the side pieces, and it does give me access to the D-rings as well as this 12-volt outlet over here and the power plug. So I'm happy to see that. I still have access also to this storage space in this corner. So I did buy a Wrangler net, as it's called, that's going to cover from the roof down to the bottom to kind of protect another barrier from him popping his head up to the front. That is in another video, and the link to that is in the description as well. That install is going to be a little bit more in depth. So I can't show you the packing list, as it does have my address and everything on here, but just a simple list of what's contained. And then I'm going to cover my name here, but you can see even on the general descriptions, it does tell you who it was cut by, who it was sewn by, and who inspected it. So nice to see that. Well, you're lucky there. Some dog treats fell right out of the bag. So you can tell they're definitely dog people. We got some treats here. So all right. So this is the cover for this left side. This would be the cover for the right. So looking at fabric here, I'd almost compare it to the fabric that you feel on the outside of a Carhartt jacket. Maybe not quite as thick, but very similar. And you can see here, if I get up close, you can see that red stitching. So workmanship looks very nice. No concerns too much with that. Everything looks pretty even. The stitching lines are good. No concerns there. Everything looks pretty nice and tight. We do have Velcro covers for different compartments, and those are sewn on very nicely as well. So good quality workmanship here. You do have a pouch for a D-ring access spot. And this compartment right here allows me to get into that storage area behind or in that corner. So now this is going to be for my back hatch here down too. So this is a speaker grill, and this is for the loop to pull down the gate. So everything is there. I mean, on good quality, everything looks nice. Now let me go ahead and try to get this installed It might take 2 people. I'm going to try it myself. I had heard that it possibly can take 2 people depending on how good you are at this. Alright guys, the install is completely done. So you can see I have the floor completely covered here. You do have access to the D-rings in the corners. You do have this nice Canvasback logo right inside of the mat, or right inside of the liner, excuse me. This is the covering for the side. You can see it does cover all the way up the edges. Because this is plastic, you actually apply basically a one side of the Velcro to the one piece, and then. Alright guys, take 2 on the video. What you were just watching was actually had taken place about 7 or 8 months prior to today, in June 2018. I'd run out of storage in my phone, and I forgot to complete the video for you guys, and it kind of randomly occurred to me just now that I needed to record the video for it to finish it. So unfortunately it is delayed by a few months, but the good news is I can provide some feedback and really how these Canvasback liners have performed over the past 7 or 8 months. Now we do have a 3-year-old 90-pound German Shepherd long hair, or long coat, that we put in and out of the 4Runner multiple times a day, and these have performed exceptionally well. They don't really scratch. You know, he runs and jumps directly in and kind of slides on it sometimes. Sometimes he kind of just plumps right in, but this extension, this is a 24-inch extension, does a great job of protecting the ingress here and that piece of the exterior of the vehicle. So it does a good job protecting that, and you can simply flip it ahead when the dog goes inside. And it has stayed just as you see it in place without any altering by me. It's just done its job and performed very well. Now I did add a OEM Audio Plus sound solution to the 4Runner, so there is a subwoofer that kind of fits in the factory place here. Unfortunately, this doesn't fit perfectly well anymore. I did call Canvasback, and as I had mentioned before, they were graciously enough to provide this red stitching for me around these certain areas, and they said actually if I mailed this back to them, or I could just buy a new one, they can cut a grill out strictly for that speaker, basically to match what they did on these back ones here. So again, just a great company. I haven't had a chance to do it, but just to prevent vibrations, I have this loose just so it's not nice and tight and then causing the material to vibrate. So this side isn't exactly a representation of the quality here, but if you come to this side, I think you can get a good depiction. Now mind you, this is totally black. It's just unfortunately my phone is kind of making it look more of a gray color. I'm not really sure why, so I tried to tone down the brightness there a sec, but just know this is completely black. You can see everything is staying nice and tight along the edges here. Nothing's falling down, and the same applies going along the back. Because of the Wrangler net that I had purchased, the forward mount Wrangler net just for the dog, so I didn't have a metal mount causing vibrations. I can't stand rattles. I did have to kind of tap in a little bit in there, but even so, even with that small change there, it's not really causing any issues. But everything is nice and tight as it goes through. The floor is nice and tight. It doesn't move. You do have your access to your power plug, your access open up here to your little tray, and then you also have storage, access to your storage here, where I just have a tow strap to help anybody that if they have issues. So you do have access to your D-rings, as I had mentioned before, so it's nice in that regard. You can still access things in the back and still use this as a hatch with all of that space that you typically have without that lost space that you get in a universal one that's really just acting like a hammock inside of the back of your 4Runner or whatever vehicle you may own. So with this Wrangler net, unfortunately I really don't need to use the netting or the protection that's on the back of the seats here, but it's good. The dog does shed a lot, so not having to worry about that and just protecting the back of the seats is just, there's no con to it per se, but you do have to pay for it, but even so, you can see the fit and finish around all these factory pieces is just exceptional. They did a really good job there. So if you guys have any questions on this setup, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Overall, Canvasback, in my opinion, is a great US-based company, great customer support, great product, and you got to pay a little bit more to get a good quality thing. It's just you get what you pay for, in my opinion, and I really think that saying hits it right on the head on the nail with Canvasback. And If you guys like this video, please give it a like, and then subscribe to my channel for more updates on the 4Runner. And I'll go ahead and tag a little video right here at the end of this 500Q OEM Audio Plus sound solution unboxing, so you guys can kind of see what all is entailed inside of that unboxing. So, alright guys, take care and make it a great day.